Hello, this is Philip and welcome to my channel for this new episode of KSP2 with Kontrol System 2 with Where's My Crew Capsule, a sort of probe before crew tech tree, and with Kerbolar System, which is a system scaled 2.5 times. In the last episode, we launched our first sounding rocket to reach 25 kilometers of altitude, and we get our first science points. And in this episode, we want to reach space, so we want to go to 86 kilometers. Okay, so let's go to the VAB, and for that, we have to build a new sounding rocket. So with that, and now we have access to antennas and new battery and solar panel. I won't use solar panel for this flight, okay? But I will certainly use this new battery here, and then two antennas like this, two antennas just like this. I like when it's like this, but I don't want those antennas to be up here, so let me do that. Up. Okay. Right, and then we need, of course, some fuel tanks. One, two, let's say 3 fuel tanks with 2 Spiders engine, like this. Okay, and after that, I want a decoupler, because today I want to show you how to do some staging with a Kontrol System, and then let's say 1, 2, 4, maybe 5 tanks, and let's say 4 spiders. Like this. Okay. I have a new here I have multiple UIs. So I have the delta V converter. I changed the formula. I have an error in my formula, so now it's better. When you want to calculate the delta V with a scaled system, you don't multiply the delta V by the scale. You have to multiply by the square root of the scale. Okay, so here the 3400 is to go to the low orbit of Kerbin. Okay, I don't want that. Don't want to go to the low orbit of Kerbin. This is the stock numbers. Okay, so with Kerbolar System, the scale is 2.5. So if I want to go to Kerbin's low orbit, I need about 5,500 meters per second for my delta V. Okay, and I have here a new stage info. I did that with Kontrol System, and sometimes I have the same numbers than KSP, and sometimes I have not. And when the numbers are not the same, I trust my numbers more than KSP's numbers. So here, stage 1, stage 3, I have active engines, and I want to look at the TWR, and you see here the TWR at sea level, so at the launch pad, it's 0.93. So those 4 engines here won't be enough. So maybe I can put 2 of them like this, 2 like this, and then to here. Okay. Just a little like this. Up and up. Okay. Refresh, and it's worse because of course you have to check your staging. So here, these two, here, up, the decoupler. Okay, refresh. 1.33, way better. Okay. So I have delta V of 4,000 meters per second. It's a lot. Maybe if I do that. Okay. 3 and 8. Okay. Okay, let's do that. I want to reach 86 kilometers. I will succeed to reach 86 kilometers with that, but I want also to reach the high orbits. I won't be in orbit with that rocket, but for science, last episode we had science on the launch pad and science on in the atmosphere. Now we will reach space, the low space, and I want to reach the high space to get science in low space and in high space. Okay, so this is what I am aiming for, and I hope this will be enough. Okay, so this is the sounding rocket, 86 kilometers. I want to save that. So the workspace is sounding rockets, and I have to write this again to get the name here. I hope this will change in the future version of KSP2, because here I only have the name of the workspace, but it will be great to have one folder for each workspace, and inside each folder you could have your rockets and with the name, the real name of the rockets. So here it's objective space. So that. Okay, let's launch that. So here I don't have new science available. So I already wrote mission 2 for the 86 kilometers rocket, and I hope we'll get what you want. Okay, so let's start this. So new liftoff function, 3, 2, 1, and we are going up. So in my script here, I rearrange a little my libraries to be a little cleaner. The main function is that one. So first, I have a check done for science. It is false for now. I have a countdown function here. The countdown function is written in my prep launch library. And then I just, so in the countdown, I activate the first stage. And then, and while my ship altitude is less than 200 kilometers, so I hope I will reach these 200 kilometers, I want to print my altitude above sea level. Okay, I check for science. Okay, but I will check for science only when I reach space, 86 kilometers. And inside that while loop, I check for staging, because here I have automatic staging. We'll see that in a moment. 1 second. Okay, so this is this was automatic. All right, and then so I check my science here. Sorry. and I'm in space here, I'm in low space, and then once my sea level is above 200 kilometers, I check again one time the science for the high space, okay, and I hope we'll reach the 200 kilometers here in my hypothesis. And after that, the mission is done, but I continue to print the altitude above sea. My craft will reach its apoapsis, and then it will fall down and until it reach atmosphere again, okay, and when it reaches atmosphere again, I end the mission, okay. So here we have 30 seconds to go, and space will be reached, no problem with that, and will we reach 200 kilometers? I think we will. Yes, 10 seconds to go. Yes. This is good. So we are in space in few kilometers. Okay, we are in space. So the experiment started automatically with Kontrol System. We are collecting science. I wanted to wait, okay, so the true here is I want to wait until science is done, and the true here is I want to transmit science. And because I have nothing to do, this is why I wait until science is complete. 100%. Okay, we have science in low orbit. I prefer to say low space because we are not in orbit, but it's okay. We reach some point, not 18 science points because I have a difficulty of 80%. And when the craft reaches 200 kilometers, it will check for science again, and it will transmit again science. All right. So here in I want to show you my library in flight. So I have a gravity turn. This will be for the next flight. Check staging, trigger staging, and in a prep launch I have my countdown here, and launch from North is not for today. So the countdown is just okay. I count. Okay, 200 kilometers. We have a new science. The countdown is just a 3, 2, 1 count. Okay, count is a variable of my function. It's a parameter. You can change that value. Okay, that default value. And I have another value clamps to say if I have clamps to release before. After the ignition. I like to, when I have clamps, I like to first ignite my boosters, my engine, my main engine. We are transmitting here. Okay. I like to ignite my main engine and then to release the clamps. Okay, so this is why I have clamps value here, and for now the this is false. Okay, and I let the 3 seconds by default. Okay, and at the end of the countdown, the next stage is automatically activated, okay, with a print title liftoff. So this is a very simple countdown function. And in my in-flight here function, the trigger staging is very simple. I wait until my staging is ready, and I do, okay, staging next to activate the next staging with Kontrol System 2, and the check staging. Okay, I look at the engine in my stage, my actual stage. Okay, so list of engine stage is that function here, and there is something very useful in the 1202 language with Kontrol System. You have method parts in stage. We don't have that method in KOS for KSP1. And it's very useful. You can say, okay, you check the number of one stage, and you have in return all the parts of that stage. And they only thing you have to do is, okay, is that part an engine or not? If it is, you can add that part to your list engine. Okay, so I have a list of engine here. I check if my the number of the stage is greater than 0, and if I don't have any engine in my stage, okay, so the length of that list is 0, or if I have engine but some engines, not all of them, but some engines has been ignited and are flame out, so the length of that list is not 0, then I say, okay, this is true. And again here, if check is still false, but I have engine in stage, and because here I'm checking if I have engine in stage, but if this engine has been ignited or are flame out. But when you have, for example, a decoupler in a stage and then you have an engine in the new stage, so the check will be false and the engine in stage will be a true, okay, but those engine has not been ignited yet, okay, so in this case you have to activate the engine, so you have to trigger the staging too, okay, so this is why I have that line here. And if at the end of all of this check is true, then I can trigger the staging. Okay. Okay, we are going down. Okay, so the script will be ended when the rocket reaches atmosphere. And this is it, I think. Okay, so I check the staging. So in my while loop, I'm check the staging in every not seconds, every physics tick. Okay, and this is all of this. And on off mission is in my miscellaneous here. End of mission is just okay. End of mission, and then I clear the console and I closed it. Okay, so this is for our 86 kilometers sending rocket. I can show you during that here. I have already a script for my first orbiter, because once this mission is done, the next mission will be the orbits. And this is not much so complicated. Okay, so I have more parameter here in my main function, because I want to say, okay, the pitch angle is 85 for my gravity turn. I start my gravity turn at 60 meters per second. Okay, this is the pitch velocity. So when my rocket reaches 60 meters per second, I pitch to 85 degrees. I missed the end of mission window here. And then, and I want to target apopsis at 125 kilometers. Okay, whatever you want above 86 kilometers. Okay. I open the window. So the from north is my level here, my angle from north. Okay, so 90, sorry, means east. Okay, so this is for the to control the steering of my ship, right? And I'm going up. Then I have a countdown. I have a first information here, and then my gravity turn starts. Okay, and the gravity turn looks at the target apopsis, the from north value, and the pitch angle. Okay, and the gravity turn start when my vertical speed is above the pitch level. Okay, so we are here at 8,000 kilometers above the ground. I'm looking at the okay. So those reports, those experiments has been automatically transmitted, okay, because they are data science, okay, not samples, so we can transmit that. I can close that. So if we look at this, and then of course I have a maneuver to execute, and that maneuver will be a circularization at the apoapsis. Okay, then I have orbit info, and during my gravity turn, okay, so while the altitude of my ship is less than 86 kilometers, and I have the same inside my gravity turn function. I want to print some information, so this information are here in my show info library, so this is here. So the first info is just, okay, it's the list of strings of words, okay, and I print each string, okay. So here I have a list, so this is the first element, and we will crash. Okay, end of the mission. Not revert to VAB, but KSC mission is a success. So this is the first element, the second element, the third, fourth, and the fifth elements of my list, and I just want to print each element of this list. Okay, so I did that like this. That means that in my first info I can add everything I want, or I don't know. Okay. So this is the first info. The info GT is just the pitch angle, the altitude, surface velocity, or orbital velocity. So it depends on this boolean here, OBT. If the boolean is false, okay, I print the surface velocity, and if it's true, I print the orbital velocity. And the orbit info orbit is apoapsis, periapsis, eccentricity of the orbit, and the inclination of the orbit. Okay, it's just that. So this is the script for my orbiter, my first orbiter, okay, and I show you my gravity turn script later, but if you already watched my video about gravity turn, this is the same script. So mission control, sending rocket, okay, 40 science points. This is great. Continue. Okay, good. This is very good. So sending rocket 1,250 kilometers of altitude. This is a big altitude. I won't reach that today. And orbiting Kerbin, yes, 60 science point. I'll show you that script today. I want to go to space today. So for that, I need a little thing. I want basic aerodynamics. I want larger boosters, of course. What I want next, early science will be great for that science here, but it will be great to have also the small engine, the spark engine, really powerful here in the in this early tree. And I have 38 points left, so I can choose. Yes, let's do that. And I have 23 points. Let's say, yeah, I won't need that now, but I will need the shoots and the advanced survivability. So let's say, okay, let's say that too. Okay, 8 points. Let's go to the VAB, not revert to VAB. And during my test, I clicked on that revert to VAB a lot of time, but no, I want to go here. I want to build our first orbiter. So this is the one. So I took some notes for my tests. I want a battery, and I want some antennas, as always. I don't have any science to run here because I have already all the science I can have from space, okay? And so I won't have any science, so I have nothing to transmit. So, but I like to have some antennas, okay? And I won't install solar panels because the solar panels, the electric charge output is 0.1, okay, 1.5, and here the consumption is 0.25 units per second. So the solar panel are not powerful enough to recharge the battery. Okay, so this will be not necessary to have some solar panels. Okay, so next I want one tanks here, and to change a little I want ant to finish the circularization. Okay, then I can have a decoupler here, and with that I want some here I want 1, 2, 4, and I went until 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I want 7 tanks, and now I want to use our brand new engine here. One decoupler, because now we are able to stage automatically with Kontrol System, and then more and more, 2, 4, 8 can go until 10. I want our new, where is that? Here, I want our new wings, okay, 4 of them. Let me put them here. And then I want a spark engine here, okay. If you look at the stage info, of course, it won't be enough, okay, because the ASL TWR here is 0.82. But the vacuum delta V is more than enough, okay, because if you look at our converter, I want 5,500 meters per second, okay, so I can add here to add some TWR. Let's say, okay, I want one engine like this. No, sorry, I want like this. Okay, this one here, this one here, up, 1.21 could be enough, but I can try to have a little more of that, and let's say this, and then up, I can do that because oh, this will be very awful, but I want my rocket to up, because I don't have any clamps for now. I want the rocket to be on this engine. Let's select this a little. Up. Okay. Let's say it's good. Up, up, this is good. Decoupler engine. Okay, so refresh that. 1.39 is better. And at the end, I have 0.98, and this is great. We have 5,800 meters per second is more than enough to reach space and to reach orbit with that. I don't add a fairing. I have a fairing. I could add that, but I think it will be good like this. So this is our first orbiter. I can call that orbiter 1, but to have the same nomenclature, let's say OBT 1 to 5 kilometers. Okay, so let's say that new workspace. So I wish I had a new folder OBT, and this is OBT 1 to 5 km. Okay, so objective, low orbits, and I can write the delta V was about 5 and 800 meters per second. Okay, so a little more. Like this, when I want to open that, I have the delta V here. Okay, and I know that I want to reach 125 kilometers. Okay, this is it. Let's launch that with our new scripts. This will be a night launch. Okay, so my rocket is standing on its engines, Kontrol System 2, reboot, and our new script is here. So the pitch angle is 85, the pitch velocity is 60, and I want apoapsis of 1 to 5 kilometers. Let's start this. And let's cross our fingers. So this is the start info, okay? Initiate GT at 60 meters per second with a pitch angle of 85 degrees and an azimuth of 90 degrees from north. Okay, so the rocket is like 85 meters per second, and I wait until the prograde vector reach 85 degrees too, and once the prograde vector is there, then I just follow the prograde, okay, and I have nothing to do during my gravity turn, just follow the prograde vector and activate the staging, of course. So if we look at this gravity turn, so I have a target apoapsis, angle from north, and a pitch angle, okay, to in my parameters. So I say, okay, I want my facing vector to be heading to the angle from north. So here I want to go to east, so 90 degrees, and the pitch angle is the pitch angle given here in my main function, so 85 degrees here. And I wait until my facing vector and that vector here, I wait until the angle between those two vectors is less than 0.5. So while the angle is greater than 0.5, I just say, okay, target orientation to that angle. And this angle update is just, I don't want my pitch to be too aggressive, okay? So I wrote this little math calculations for my, the change of pitch will the duration will be 3 seconds, okay? So my rocket needs 3 seconds to reach the pitch angle. If I don't write that, the pitch will be too aggressive. Okay, so some flames here, but don't have to worry because here we are very good. The apoapsis, the time here is good. And at the end of the gravity turn, the engine will cut out. So okay, so the hyperapsis is greater than 125. Okay, so while my altitude is less than 36 kilometers, my target orientation is is the surface velocity. So this is a prograde, but from the surface prograde. I don't know how to say that. And once I reach 36 kilometers, then I follow the prograde from the orbit prograde. Okay, and when it's done, okay, I say okay, gravity turn done. I continue to print the info here, and this is my check staging function. Okay, so this is it. This is just that. Okay, I have to pitch. We are in space. Okay, this is the. Oh, let's pause that. Okay, so here gravity turn. Okay, I do my gravity turn function. I follow the prograde until the apoapsis is reached. Okay, and then I continue to print the information. And when I reach space, I print in space. I wait 1 second, and then I want to execute my maneuver function from adjusted maneuver. Okay, so this adjusted maneuver here needs a craft, okay, and delta V. So for that, I execute a Ornament transfer function here. So circ@, it's just, okay, go to from my craft needs to go to the apoapsis and from the apoapsis. Okay, this is the default value. Okay, this is the default value, but I wrote it here. Okay, so I want to go from, I want to circularize at my apoapsis, so I want to go to the apoapsis. If I want to, if I write anything else than AP, for example, PE, I want to go to the periapsis from my periapsis. Okay, and go to from is just, okay, I calculate the time of the, not calculating that, I look at the next apoapsis time. So this is not the ETA but the UT time of my apoapsis, and I compute the delta V needed with my Ornament transfer. I already explained all of this in my video about maneuvers with Kontrol System 2, but also with KOS. So this is always the same function. So the Ornament transfer computes some velocity, okay, and then I print that, okay, the initial velocity, the final velocity I want. Okay, so when I reach my apoapsis, for now my velocity is 3,100 meters per second. Once I reach my apoapsis, it will be 3,000 meters per second, and I want a velocity of 3,600 meters per second. So this is my delta V. I have enough delta V in my craft, more than enough. Okay. Compute velocity is just a math formula here. So in my execute function, I have the delta V maneuver here, and I struggle with maneuver with KSP2, with Kontrol System 2. If you put your maneuver exactly at the apoapsis, you won't have the best circularization. So I created a best circularization node. This is not a very good function, but it works a little. So I look at, I put a node at the post time, so at the apoapsis time in this case. And then I look at the duration node, okay, and I delete the node and I create a new node, and I check some seconds before that time. Okay, so I look at different positions before the apoapsis, and each time I look at the eccentricity of the expected orbits, and I save the and I return the best I look at the best eccentricity I have, and I return the new time offset, the new time before the node. Okay, well, and with that I have a time offset. Okay, and with that time offset I can adjust the node, because if I change the node position, I need another delta V. Okay, this is not the same delta V, so I have some help from the modding community, and I want to thank them a lot. But because my burn it will be a long burn, okay, 1 minute 48 seconds, the adjust node won't be you'll see my eccentricity at the end won't be very good. And this is the maneuver node as usual. Okay, so I have a compute burn duration here. I compute the burn myself. I have a function somewhere. You can look at this function. I use a stage info in stage info mass structure. The stage info look at the initial mass, the final mass, the thrust of the stage, the ISP, the effective velocity, and the delta V and the fuel flow. And with all of that, you can compute the burn time. Okay, I won't go through that script, but you can look at this. It is all in my GitHub. So this is my execute function. Okay, so the most important part is that one, and that part doesn't work very well, so it doesn't matter. I just want to get an orbit, and okay, let's start this. Okay, so here my script is looking at of course I talk too much, so let's say that tuck. Reboot that. Okay, you see the script is looking at the best time offset, and when you reach that, my node is put a little before the apoapsis. Okay, 13 seconds before. And then I have adjusted delta V. The burn duration is 102 seconds. Okay. With an automatic staging. Okay, so okay, this is night, so I don't know if you see anything. I can warp a little if I want, but I don't want to. Okay, the light is better here. So we are aiming the expected velocity, and the expected velocity will be great. This is not the exact same velocity I have here, because I changed the position of my node. This is good. Maneuver down, and this is not good. But we are in space, we are in orbit. The mission is successful. The video is way too long. I hope you enjoy this episode. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.